The name of these alien ruins implies they were abandoned because of encroaching tree roots, but the Wood Elves whisper that sundering roots were not those of normal Grahtwood trees. Hello guys, and welcome in for another public dungeon adventure. This week we are starting off in the main city of Grahtwood at the Elden Root Way Shrine. This is a bustling hub. We need to navigate our way out of town into the location of today's ruins. As we make our way out of town, we make note of the overflowing amount of foliage and plants just everywhere. And as we leave the town, the density of the trees increases. But not too awful far out, we find the area we're looking for. An old Ayleid ruin known as the Sunder ruins. We've heard there's been some trouble here recently, so we're here to investigate. Oh, hello there.
Hey, how'd you like to help a person in need?
I don't see anyone else.
The feral beast ruined everything. I don't know how the Bosmer survive out in the wilderness like this. Like living in a war without purpose. Savages.
What exactly is the problem here?
I was part of a research expedition sent to investigate the ruins of Sunder, an Ultima city swallowed by the jungle centuries ago. I took a short leave to retrieve supplies, and when I got back, the ruins were swarming with wild animals.
You want me to go rescue these researchers, right? I can help with that.
What? No, they're dead. What I need is their journals.
Oh.
Each researcher kept notes on their finds. If I can get the journals to Eldenroot, the expedition isn't a complete waste. But I won't risk going in there. Would be safer running off a cliff.
Very logical of you. Well, I'll see what I can find. But I don't make any promises.
It's surprising to get help from a stranger out here. Thank you. 3 journals should be enough. Knowing the horse and dogs that live out here, I mean that literally, I'm assuming at least one was eaten or defecated on.
So, what's so special about Sunder? Why were you guys even here researching in the first place?
This city was part of an early colonization attempt. The jungle was infamous for being untamable, but our best minds took that as a challenge. The story goes they built a sprawling metropolis, and then it vanished, never to be seen.
And you think these ruins are Sunder? From these ancient descriptions?
Honestly, who knows? Sunder has been a ghost story for centuries. There may have never been a real Sunder, but this certainly looks like a lost city. And if it will get my name in published papers, I'll swear it's Sunder all day.
Well, fair enough. Well, let's see if we can find this stuff. Good luck, and stay safe. With that, let's head in. Once inside, we see somebody.
Over here.
Hello there.
Have you come to help me?
Help you? With what?
So you didn't come to help? I'm trapped in a lower chamber. Only thing I could do was use the Welkin stones here to project my being through these ruins. Wait for assistance. The door to my freedom won't budge.
Glad to see someone's still alive. Well, I might be able to help with that. Where is this door?
Follow the path east until you find the central chamber, marked by the large Welkin stone growths. You'll find the door there.
I'll come find you quickly.
Please, hurry. I'm not sure how long I can survive down here.
Don't worry, we're on our way. Oh, but first we find a note. The Sunder roots. The magically burgeoning growths in these ruins are astounding. They snake their way through not only the walls, but out into the jungle soil. Tankano joked that they worm through the city like a circulatory system, an apt remark because, here's the weird part, they share a pulse. A pulse? Oh, that is, so the roots and the walls are pulsing? What is going on in this place? Oh, and it appears our scared researcher was right. This place is teeming with wildlife of spriggans and cinched tigers. Oh my goodness. This is a sprawling area underneath here. Appears the Ayleids really did set up a whole town, but why put it underground? Or was it not always underneath the ground? Or something else? Up ahead we find a note. The Sunder Market. If these are the ruins of Sunder, then this is likely the site of the city market. At its height, this area would have been filled with merchants from across Tamriel, trading exotic goods and new ideas. It must have been an incredible sight. I sometimes feel like I can actually hear the low murmur of a crowd. You can hear a crowd? I would start to be concerned if you're hearing voices in this now abandoned ruin. Concerned for the author of that note, but I could see how this would make for a lovely marketplace. You know, minus the whole being submerged underground part. Oh, and just past this note, of course there's a few more Spriggans we need to fight. But we also see the first journal and one of the researchers? Oh, let's go see this researcher. Oh, appears that we're much too late for them. The claw marks on her back suggest this researcher was trying to escape the ruins when she was attacked by a mist tiger. She must have crawled her way over here to die. Well, let's grab her notes. And that projection said we needed to head east through these ruins to find the door that's trapping him. Let's not dawdle. Like you say, he doesn't know how much longer he can last down there. Doesn't appear it's going to be fast moving, though. Place has piles of tigers and crocodiles and stranglers and spriggans and... Jeez, seems like nature is just angry in here. Now the path is going even further down. Oh, what's this? Another skeleton? And a note for a nagging question. Everyone is so excited about these ruins. Surely this is the lost city of Sunder. Look at the masonry. Look at the layout. But when Sunder disappeared, it contained the Ayleids who were constructing it. Nobody's asking the obvious question. Where are all the elves? That is a good point. We haven't seen any of their bodies. And why is this body surrounded by pork? And his bones? How the researchers didn't indicate they'd been here long. Wonder if this tiger was chewing on that body. This path opens up into another large cavern. Oh, we see the projection. Just down there in the center of the room. Okay, let's go investigate. But of course, more Spriggans first. Oh. These must be the stones that he mentioned. Okay. What's that up on this ledge? A note. The aberrant Welkinstones. These aberrant Welkinstones resist magic, cutting tools, and a blunt force. There seems to be no practical way to harvest these things. What damage I've managed to do seems to heal itself instantly. What exactly did the builders of this city create? Oh, we can see somebody was taking a pickaxe to this stone. Geez, what kind of researchers were these people? Oh, maybe this is the culprit. And they don't appear to be alive anymore. The researcher's body has stab wounds and claw marks, consistent with the Spriggan attack. Oh, what a horrible way to go. Near to them we find their journal. it appears to be intact. Well, we need to go east of these stones is what he said. And, oh, there. I think I see the door. And of course, between us and the door is going to be a pile of more angry wildlife. Oh, they even pull us in. Oh, and okay, good. I know we're going the right place. I saw the projection again. We're here. Awesome, we're going the right way. Let's open up this door. Wait a sec. That was easy. Why was that so easy? Well, regardless, let's press on in. And of course, piles of more cinch tigers. Ooh, we even got a cat's claw. Oh, right next to the Spriggan.
Just a little bit further.
Just a little further. Alright, we're almost there. Next to Spriggan, we find Valmer's Notes, Volume 1. 7th Evening, Star 2E291. These are old. Arandor believes he's found a solution. If it works, we won't have to build root sunder. We can plant it and direct its growth to our exact design. If this works, we'll have innovated the architectural technique for the era. Valmer's Notes, Volume 2, 6 Morning Star 2E292. Arandor was right. Manipulating the stone is a matter of casting an appropriate conjuration spell. Construction of the city began in earnest. 8 suns dawn. The wildlife in the jungle have grown nettled. Perhaps understandably so, due to the work we'll need to move faster. The sooner we can complete colonization of the region, the better. Valmer's Notes, Volume 3, 2nd First Seed 2E292. Arandor disappeared this morning. He's been prone to nocturnal tirades lately. Too much wine, I think, but I don't begrudge him the drink. The jungle wildlife has grown decidedly unpleasant over time, going so far as to attack our builders. I hope Arandor is safe. 7th Rain Hand. Arandor is gone. More builders go missing with every passing week. Progress is slowed to a crawl. I'm the only conjurer left fit to work. Won't give up. For the sake of those vanished, I'll complete our work. 8th Second Seed. I'm all that's left of our adventure, and I must be going mad. I could swear I saw Arandor this evening standing amongst the vines. I called to him as if it was him, but he didn't seem to notice. I thought I saw him retreat to the lower chambers among the first of the root sunder that we built. There aren't any more attendants to send. There isn't anyone left. I'll have to investigate it on my own. Just whose notes were these? Who's this Valmer? They must have been in charge of building this place, but why? And how did it go so horribly wrong? Well, hopefully we can get some answers to that, but first we need to find this person who's stuck down here. Appears some of the paths down here have become blocked. Or maybe they were never fully built?
It will be over soon.
What do you mean over soon? We're just about here to free you. Whoa. What is this place? Large, overgrown structure in the center of this room. And of course it's surrounded by crocodiles. Oh no.
Apologies, flesh thing. Theodore is long dead. We took his form to bring you here.
What? Why? Why would you want to bring us here? Well, let's see if Theodore's journal can shed any light on what that was. It is the jungle, trapped in the walls of Root Sunder. It isn't a Daedra or ghost, it's the jungle itself. The elves here found a way to bind the spirit of the jungle to the city's Welkinstone. They must have thought themselves brilliant at the time. Bind the jungle to the city walls, then control the walls with magic. No more randomness, pure order. But the jungle went mad. trapped within the artificial walls. It took control of the city, killed the inhabitants, dragged the city beneath the ground. Then it slept, and we woke it up. There may be a way to undo it. I'll need an attunement stone used by the builders to create the binding spell. There should be one in the lower chamber west of the central welkin stone. With the attunement stone, I have a chance to put things right here. But first, 3 support stones must be attuned before the central stone can be used to remove the binding magic on the walls. I've marked the 3 here, so I'll remember their location. With those taken care of, it should be a simple matter of attuning the central welkin stone, freeing the spirit of Sunder, and ending this nightmare. A dangerous task, but simple. I hope to be back at the camp in time for wine with the others. Oh no, so Theodore found the solution, but he got killed by something? Everything?
You sought Theodore's attunement stone? You seek to free us? Don't waste your energy. Here you will stay. Here our roots will drink your blood. You will die as Theodore did, and we will drink you as well.
What is that? Oh, that must be what got Theodore. Well, the guardian of Root Sunder is certainly no pushover. Didn't even flinch to a hit in the face. This guy's the real deal.
You delay the inevitable.
Oh god, that was a fight. We're not gonna delay anything. We're here to free you. Why are you so angry?
The elf things rooted us here, so we ended them, consumed them.
Well, that's reasonable, but why do you want to kill us?
To free us with the attunement stone? Don't bother. We don't covet freedom. We covet your flesh.
Okay. You don't even want to be free anymore? You just want to kill people. You have gone mad. We need to get out of here.
And we will have it. Grind your skin and bones between the rocks to take your nourishment.
Can you stop describing how you're going to destroy us?
You cannot run from us, flesh thing. Everywhere you go, we are there.
Ugh. Feels like the walls are coming in with their taunts. We need to release this spirit soon. Maybe that'll bring it back to its senses. The 3 stones indicated are the ones just in this main chamber. Let's see if we can undo this binding.
Do you still seek to free us with Theodore's stone? We already told you. We don't need your kindness. It comes ages too late. And if you think we won't flay you when we're free, we believe sharp laughter is the way your kind will respond.
Well, even still, you can't be stuck here forever.
This is unpleasant. Our mind feels pulled apart.
Well, that at least wasn't a threat to kill us this time. Maybe we're moving in the right direction. Regardless, we should be ready for a fight as soon as we undo this last one. Although it does appear there's going to be an English strangler right next to it, because of course there is. Let's finish this little guy up first. Sit down. Alright, let's attune this last one, be ready for a fight.
This light reminds us of the sun.
Oh? Did we finally calm them down enough? Here, come on out. With a blinding light. Oh my goodness. We see the root sunder itself.
Warmth like the sun's. We are free of the elf thing's prison. We apologize for what we tried to do. We were mad with hunger, unable to nourish ourselves within the walls. We were not ourselves. The air feeds us now.
Who are you exactly?
We are the jungle. We were trapped in the city of stone by the elf things, unable to drink from the sun. But you have freed us. Even now, the green calls us back to the fold. We will do what we can to atone. We thank you.
You're welcome. I'm glad you didn't follow up on your threats earlier.
All that we can do, all that we can become, now that we are free, is halting. We do not know where to begin.
After so long being trapped, I could see how having freedom to choose would be debilitating. But you have plenty of time for that. But first, what happened to Cyrodiil and the others?
We would return them if we could, but in our captivity, in our desperate famine, we consumed them. They will never be forgotten. Every fiber we took from them, we remember. In your honor and theirs, we will never take from flesh things again.
I'm glad to hear that. I'm also glad that you're free. What are you going to do now?
Return to the green. We could lose ourselves in the wind, or kindle in the sun, or join the rivers and wash away. But we are slow to choose.
That's okay. You have plenty of time. Just enjoy the moment. Goodbye. After meeting the jungle itself, that explains this whole area and why it was so completely overgrown. Oh, we find another note. Where are the people? Where are the people? Where are the people? Where are the people? It just rambling. Repeatedly asking where are the people. Unfortunately, it sounds like we just got the answer for that. They were eaten. Yeah. Maybe the root Sunder got even with those whom did it wrong. Oh, and now we see the wildlife of this area is no longer aggressive towards us. We've brought peace to this ruin. Now that the jungle is no longer held here against its will. Unfortunately, that didn't happen soon enough to save any of the adventurers, but we still need to determine the fate of one last adventurer. And unfortunately, we see him lying on the floor. This researcher shows signs of being savagely mauled. Again, too late to save him. Let's take his journal and go to Tandari. At least let's make sure the story of Root Sunder is published, so hopefully nobody else thinks themselves wise enough to cage up the jungle and think they're going to get away with it. Nice to feel sunlight on our face again. I could see why the jungle was upset about not having this for so long. And here we find Tandari. We got the journals.
Oh, you're back. So you weren't eaten by lions then. Good. Did you have any luck with the journals?
Yes, I've recovered 3 journals. All safe and sound. Unfortunately, the adventurers accompanying them are deceased.
Oh, excellent. Let me see. Oh my, look at this gibberish. Driven insane by ancient ruins. This is a gold mine. The pseudo-intellectuals of Elden Root love this stuff. The commentary volumes alone will keep me employed for years to come.
Well, I'm glad to see that you're happy about the outcomes of this, research expedition. And Tandari sets out the 3 journals from those researchers. The first, Tenkaro the Elder's Journal. The south wall rotated 2 degrees last night. I've measured it 36 times. The Welkin stones must be causing it. The growths run the length of the city, built into every wall and foundation. This must be how the Ayleids thought to control the jungle, a city that could grow against the plants. Brilliant strategy. Though obviously it ultimately failed. Only the door in the east chamber doesn't move. Strange. Responds slightly to rhythms. Perhaps a secret knock? The next journal is Ruffian's Journal, Entry 1. The Ayleids were fools. Stone and glass and magic against root and bark and feral instinct? How did they think that they would win? Build a city in an angry jungle and you get an angry city. The heart of the jungle is in the heart of the city. Beneath the central Welkin stone, it pulses, it breathes, it speaks. Oh, so Rufian was able to determine what was happening here. He heard the root sunder. And finally, we have Uryamo's journal. After dozens of failed expeditions, we finally found it. This has to be the lost city the Wood Elves called Root Sunder. Our maps of the era suggest this would have been an ideal location for trading hub. The only hurdle would be taming the jungle. Not a small hurdle, but one of the builders of Root Sunder believed could overcome. Their solution, whatever it was, clearly didn't work. But they've infused this place with a strange current of magic, funneling through the central Welkin stone to a chamber below. If we could unlock the door, perhaps we could learn more. These researchers were right on the cusp of coming to the secrets of Root Sunder before their lives were so brutally ended. But at the same time, I can understand why the spirit of the jungle was so furious at anyone and anything that came down there. It was driven mad and starving to death.
My career as a researcher may not be dead after all. Might even get a promotion. You saved me from a life in the glass mines, my friend. May the Empyrean light protect you, wherever you go.
Well, I'm glad one person came out of this with something positive to say from this story. But what were your thoughts on this Ayleid ruin? I believe the Ayleids got their just desserts. They tried to think themselves wiser than nature itself, and that they could tame the jungle. What kind of prideful person thinks they could tame the jungle and get away with it unscathed? It was just unfortunate that this group of researchers learned that lesson the hard way, when they woke this sleeping beast back up. But with that, guys, this is going to draw the story of the Root Sunder ruins to a close. Thank you all so much for joining me today. As always, I enjoy making these stories and learning more of the lore of the Elder Scrolls Online. And thank you guys for joining me here today. If you like the story, make sure to like and subscribe so you guys know when the next videos go live. I've been enjoying doing more of this public dungeon content, and I hope to expand to other parts of the Elder Scrolls Online lore. If you guys can't get enough of us, you can also check us out over on Twitch, where we are live 4 days a week. We do various Elder Scrolls Online shenanigans and hang out there. If nothing else, thank you all so much for joining me today, and I look forward to seeing you all again next time. With that, have a great day. Bye!